Hey ho, YouTube. How's everybody going? I hope everybody's doing alright. Hope everybody can hear me alright. Let me turn my camera on. Now you can see me. There we go. So, now then. Hope everybody's doing alright on this day. We back in Farming Sim. Just having a little fun. So everybody's, I hope, doing good. Nobody's in here yet, so I'm talking to myself. Hey, firefighter, how you doing today, man? Hope everything's going good in your neck of the woods. I hope you can hear me all right. I'm on the oh hell Xbox Game Pass on computer. So it's basically like console on computer because it's not an installed game. It's cloud gaming. On Xbox, on the Xbox Game Pass, is that what you're saying? Add you on? Okay, I will do that once I get off here and get a chance to, or get back on it. Put it that way, because after I stream, I usually get back on anyways. How's your weather been up that way? I hope it ain't been very bad like it's been here. We had a funnel cloud not too far. It didn't turn into a tornado, but it was a funnel cloud. It was about a mile or so from the house. Well, I hope it ain't too bad if y'all get some today. What are you doing, Hodge? How you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Hope the weather's cooperating around your house. We've been having storms pop up left and right around us. Enjoy some coffee for me, Hodge. I'm stuck drinking tea in the morning. About as much caffeine as I need or can handle. Put it that way with my high blood pressure. Well, good. I'm glad the weather's great up there. That's why I was telling Brian a while ago. We had some funnel cloud around our house yesterday, about a mile or so away. Didn't touch down, but still too close for comfort. They're getting to be more frequent around my house than they used to be. Thank you. I'd like that. I got some coffee sitting in my refrigerator. It's the coffee grounds that I had bought one time, and then I found out that I couldn't have coffee no more, so it's just been sitting in the refrigerator. Staring at me saying, "Come take a cup of coffee." But I can't have none no more. So. But I have started liking tea a lot more because of it. I like making tea. I feel fancy. I'm drinking tea. Oh, shit. Did I forget? I guess I forgot one when I was feeding. Oh, shit. Heard all these fences. Yeah, I am too. After all the years of getting up and getting my son to school and stuff, I still get up early. I think I got some TMR in here. Or is it in the other silo? I think it's in the other silo. But the thing about my son when he's in school, most of the time I didn't have to get up and get him ready for school. He was already up. Well, I don't know what time I went to bed. When I was in school, I'd have to go to bed pretty early because of mom and dad and stuff. But when I was getting my son up for school and stuff, I'd still stay up till God knows how long at night. I still stay up sometimes. Last night I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock this morning. But I made my son go to bed at 8 o'clock at night for school. And to this day, he still goes to bed around 8 o'clock. Which is good, so that way when he gets up to go to work in the morning, he's got plenty of rest. Did y'all ever had wood shop in y'all's school, Hodge or Brian? We had wood shop. Well, I try to have good sleep every now and then. They put me on a CPAP machine, so now I have to sleep with the face sucker on my head and try to sleep with it on, but I sleep better than I thought I would. But it sucks to have a machine so you don't stop breathing at night and die in your sleep. Now I gotta figure out which cattle pasture needs food. It's one of the Holstein ones. So let me find. Is it you? No. Is it you? No. Is it y'all? No. How about y'all? Nope. Okay, it's y'all. Third one's down. Yeah, that would be cool. I've never done multiplayer, so I have anxiety about it, but I think it'd be cool. Yeah, down here, as of yesterday, we've had almost 42 inches of rain so far this year. Okay. Everything looks good. How's my Anguses? They're doing good. Alright. Now, since I got all my cows fed, thought I fed them last time, but I guess not. Well, I'm glad there's no tornadoes in your area. There didn't used to be a lot of them here in my area. They used to kind of stick about 30-40 miles away in every direction, but here the last 10 years they've been knocking on our front door almost quite literally. Had one go over our house one day that was forming and was still a funnel cloud and hadn't touched down yet, but it touched down about 3 miles after it went over our house. And we were in a storm shelter with no door because it was just an old one we found. Hey, Jody! Morning, bud. What you doing, buddy? How's your day going? I hope your day's going good so far. Hope you had a good night's sleep. Tell your wife I said hello. Hope she's doing good this morning too. And how's your dad doing? How's his garden doing? Don't he have a garden? I think we was talking about that one time. Because I know you asked him about the potatoes for me. Yeah, I'm playing on the Texas map, Jody, on FS22. Right now I'm harvesting a big old hay field. Oh, my wife, she's doing real good. Her back was hurting her a little bit this morning. I had to put some BioFreeze on it for her. But other than that, she's doing good. Her blood pressure's been a little more stable, but still a little out of whack. Yeah, I gotta actually go out there today and pull some tomatoes off my plant. Had bought that tomato plant from the local Orchlands, already grown and had tomatoes on it, so I had a head start. And I've done pulled 3 tomatoes off of it, got 2 more out there right now, and probably about 7 other blooms that are fixing to produce tomatoes. And my corn outside is doing real good too. I put some fertilizer on it the other day. Went and got that. I used that Fox Farm Dry Amendment Happy Frog fertilizer. Because you only have to use it like once a month. And then I used the Happy Frog Jumpstart soil to put around the base of my tomatoes and my roses and all my flowers. Which I need to put a video out of what my flowers and stuff look like now. Elephant ears are huge. Corn is getting big. My tomatoes are getting big. Trying to save up for a tiller so I can get my garden going for next year. Oop. Can I delete that mailbox? Thank you. Get the hell out of my way. Just changed my PO from box to PO box. Haha. Now that damn mailbox ain't in my way. Gonna run over the sign. I did that as a kid, run over stop signs on purpose. Don't know why, just did. Run over about 20 of them that day. Sorry about that. I've been having issues this morning. Forgot to take my allergy medicine before I went to bed last night. I woke up with a lot of drainage in my stomach and stuff, and I ended up start hacking it up and almost end up throwing up every morning that happens. And if it starts happening, I have to go to the hospital for medicine. Oh, damn, I'm out of fuel. Let me hop over to my fuel truck. Where's it at? Here we go. And the yellow tank is for diesel. I need to change the tank for water from red to blue. Well, that's the first time I've had to fill up this tractor, and it had almost 9 hours of using it. Woo. Yeah, his dad would say, I'm pregnant with an elephant, the trunk's done dropped. It's just, I had a unnecessary nasal surgery. The doctor fucked me up. He was getting kickbacks from the insurance company to do as many nasal surgeries as he could. So he ended up doing mine and screwing me up. There we go. We're getting full. Now we're full. Yeah, it's an old one. I try to keep my dad's memory alive by the stuff he used to say, like if you're lazy and don't want to do nothing, he would say all the iron in your blood has done turned to lead in your ass. Or you're as useful as tits on a boar hog, I tell you what. So, yeah, he had some sayings. I've forgotten some, but I try to keep most of them remembered. That way his memory stays alive. Because I lost him in '08. I was 30 when I lost my father. And then I lost my mother last year, which I kind of am sad about it, but I'm conflicted about my mother's death because it's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing too. I ain't got to worry about her coming down to trying to do something stupid because she was one of those type of people. Yeah. Well, they run him at the doctor. They run the doctor out of town. They actually, I think, took his license, but I can't afford no lawyer down here. Lawyers want $3,000 to $4,000 just as a retainer, and that's the lawyers that don't know nothing. The ones that know something want $10,000 to $20,000 for a retainer. Oh, I'm sorry, Jody. I didn't know that. I actually I did. I think he told me once, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it sucks losing family. I've lost both my parents, two of my sisters, my grandparents, aunts, uncle. I've lost probably 30 people in the last 13 years from family and friends. And here's my 24-row planter. Which takes forever to fold up. Go here, put this up. Get back to doing that hay. Yeah, it is really hard to lose family, especially to violence. Like I lost my sister. And that's the reason why I said I'm kind of conflicted about my mom's death, because it's a good thing and a bad thing. When she was in her right mind, let's put it that way, she was alright. But when she wasn't in her right mind, it got violent. Come on, where you at? There you are. Because she actually, I've said this before, but she actually murdered my sister. Hit her in the head with a frying pan. Put her in a coma, and they had to put her on life support, and we ended up having to pull the plug. But I ain't got to worry about her trying to come down here and hurt us no more. But I do miss the old mother I had that would go around digging flowers and cutting up. How many cows you got on your farm, Jody? I don't even know how many I got on this one. Let me look real quick. Let's see. Why do I only have 99 there? Huh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1,799. I have 1,799 cattle. Yeah, my mother had bipolar, schizophrenic, sociopathic, psychopathic. She just had the full deck of mental issues. She had shot one of her ex-husbands a couple of times in the legs before. She was suspected of killing her own sister before. So, yeah, my mother was like, what was that movie? The one where the Mother always said no more wire hangers. Kind of that vibe. And all my friends were scared of her too. I mean, she scared Marines and Special Forces dudes. They were scared of her. Boy, that's one big hayfield. Got 300 cows. Cool. Now let's see. How much hay I got in this thing anyway so far? Oh damn, I've got over 2 million liters of hay off that field so far. Damn. She was a very dangerous lady, and a lot of people. But she was so sociopathic. She could play, like play that little old lady act, where she didn't. People would think I was always lying about her until people would see and find out for themselves how she actually was. Actually, I would recommend this one for cattle because it's got, this is the Texas map that come out, because it's got these pins on it already. Here, let me go to construction mode, do it like a flyover. And it has this cattle farm here. It's got 8 pins, and each of them hold 100 cattle each. And it's got a TMR mixer, hay dryer, silage maker already. It's got the shop, and yeah, this stuff I put in over here because this was a hay field. I put all this in. TMR mixer here, another one, another TMR mixer here, because I'm trying out different mods. And I got my buildable feedlot here, which looks like I need straw in. And the buildable feedlot mod has the slurry that goes beside it, where you can pick up slurry off of it. And it has a milk deal, which I put here, which no milk is in it yet, which I don't know if any will be. But yeah, I kind of recommend this one because the fields are big enough to where you can have a lot of cattle, because this is my hay field. It's actually one of the biggest fields on the Texas map. This is my hay field, number 3. Then I got my wheat field, another grass field or hay field, corn field, canola, another corn field, sunflower field for chaff. So as the fields are big enough that you can have a lot of cattle on this map and keep them fed. because that's what on the silage here on the silo off the chaff I've gotten off the field so far was in the millions. Oh, I've done used I don't have all the. It looks like I've done used all the chaff. Actually, I put it over here. Yeah, I had put it over there to produce into silage. So the silage, I've got 6 million liters of silage, which means I had a little over, and I've done used a lot of silage to make TMR and stuff. So I probably got like 7-8 million liters off that one field of damn chaff. Or I think it was like 6 million liters, because I've done gone through a lot of chaff, because I've done also harvested a sunflower field too. Yeah, this is the Texas map. Let's see. Big flat Texas right here. Yeah. It's just big flat Texas, and it'll look like that right there. And then it has these mods that go with it, which I haven't even seen or used, so. Well, that's what Jody. That's what a sociopath is somebody who can basically be talking to you face to face, smiling while they're fixing to cut your throat. You'll never know what they're thinking or how they're or anything. Yes, I do like this map. Like I said, the fields are big. You can do a lot of cattle, and I ain't got to worry about running out of food or the fields not being too small and not making enough stuff on it. Because look at this damn hay field. It's freaking huge. It's one of the biggest fields on the map, and that's the reason why I'm turned it into my hay field. That way I'd have enough hay for all those cattle for my TMR mixers. Yeah, that's why I like this map, Hodge, is because the fields are big. You can get enough feed to feed them and have a shit ton of cattle. I'm fixing to see how much hay I get off this field. I've done got over 2 million liters off this field so far, which is crazy to my thinking. So and it's got the realistic grass and stuff on this map, and so it's cool. Well, I've got 9.5 hours on this tractor so far. There's a lot of good crops to plant. I mean, it depends on if what you're trying to do there, Jody. If you're trying to raise cattle or pigs or stuff, you know, you got to raise the crops specific for them to feed them. But if you're looking for like a cash crop, I usually go with soybeans, especially on easy mode. You get quite a bit for them. That's what on one map I have on here on my survival series. I have pigs and stuff on there, and I buy the pig food, so I plant soybeans to offset the price of the pig food that I buy, because I don't produce the pig food on that one. I just buy it, and I produce soybeans to offset the cost of buying the pig food. Which, if you'll watch the Survival, I think the next one will be coming out pretty soon. I've just uploaded 2 more episodes and scheduled them yesterday for my Survival series. Or my Survival / ADHD / roleplay will probably be none of that, as I say. Because the way my brain is. Well, I've been mowing the grass on this field, or well, the worker has, for God, we've probably been on this field 4 hours in total. Not today. I started back in half on it today, where I was the other day, left off. But yeah, probably total time in this field has probably been 3-4 hours. It seems like. Yeah, canola is another good one for a cash crop. It might be because canola, you can pack more in it in a certain amount of space than you can soybeans, because the soybeans are bigger than canola, so you're maybe getting more per whatever too, so that may be different. Ain't no telling. I like doing all different kinds of crops, especially ones I don't do a lot, like sunflowers. I planted sunflowers on this map for chaff. I usually just plant corn. Run over here and see how many hours is on this. Yep, 4.6 hours. He's been, because this was brand new with 0 hours on it when I put it in this field. So we've been in this field 4.6 hours. Hey Rebecca, hi baby, how you doing? Everybody, my wife is in the chat. Say hi to my wife if you would. Are you bored, Rebecca? You watching me farm? Yep. Well, you can come in here, Rebecca, and I can put you on camera. What are you cooking, Rebecca? You cooking me something good to eat? Boy, this month we went to the slaughterhouse and got some damn meat this month. I tell you what, it's actually nice to have food. Oh, making some sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. Boy, I ain't listened to Adam Sandler in a long time. I used to listen to him all the time back in the 90s. Anybody else listen to Adam Sandler back in the day? Sloppy Joe and then Lunch Lady Land, and remember watching that special he had. That was cool. Come on, worker. Get it in gear. But we was actually able to go to the slaughterhouse and get some ground meat. Paid $4.50 a pound for it, but it's not actual. It's actual good meat. Hey, baby. What are you doing? Did you get done cooking?
It gets too hot.
Huh?
It gets too hot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's another thing. Jody asked, do I drive you crazy? Yeah, she's shaking her head. Yes, I drive her crazy.
No, my hair ain't fixed.
She's like, no, don't put me on camera. My hair ain't fixed. I'm going to fix my camera back here. It's a little wonky. She gives me emotional support on the farm. She says it looks too boring to play. I told her when she got on there she'd probably end up liking it. Oh. I try to be a real good guy. I'm a real good guy when people let me be a real good guy. I act accordingly to the way I'm treated. You treat me badly, I'm going to treat you badly. You treat me nice, I'm going to treat you nice. It's on, just push the button. No, I haven't found a fence on it yet. But of course, not around the fields or nothing like that, which is good. And they do give you pretty big borders around the field, as you notice. So, the guy who made this map probably was tired of maps with fences and small borders around the field, which that gets aggravating when you have small borders around the field and the workers kind of have problems. when you first get on this map, they start you out with the farm in one field. And I bought all these other fields. I cheat in money my way. I don't use the government subsidies mod no more. I found a different way of doing it. Oh, did he? Oh, that's cool. I like American Farmlands too. But I am having problems on American Farmland. Brian, have you experienced this lately on American Farmlands? That one big field in the lower right corner of the map, I cannot hire a worker on that field. It says no field found. And I've plowed that field up and remade the field and all that, and it still says field not found. The AI works on all the other fields and every field I've created except for that one field. So I don't know what is going on. It's aggravating me. TK Farms, is that the name of the gentleman that does the farms, the modder's name, or? Huh. I don't know. I've been having issues with that one field. It is not allowing me to hire a worker on it. It's kind of pissing me off. So I had to create another field just so I could have hay for that map. Because that's the map I use for Jody's farm. The series I've started for Jody. And so, because I've got like 1,000 head of cattle on there, and then 1,600 pigs. So I need a lot of feed. That field was going to be my hay field for the cattle, but I can't get to hire a worker on it. And I don't mow straight enough in a line to make it easy, so I just made another field. Okay, I'll look up, see what other farms he does, TK Farms, and start following him. Because I like these big maps like this. What size map is this? Is this like what they call a 4X or what? That way I can kind of learn what a 4X and all those are. Because I don't know what that really means. Yeah, I like the maps too that have good detail, especially like this with the grass, the realistic grass texture and stuff. Yeah, I could try that. Oh, he's only done 2. Do you know if he's working on anything else, or? Because I kind of like these big maps like this. They give you plenty of space around the field for working. Oh, this is the 2 times? Wow, that's big. So if this is a 2 times map, what's the biggest map there is then? I wonder. Oh, yeah, I see. PC only. I wish I need to save up for a better PC. Thought about getting one from Apex Gaming, but some people said don't get it from there. Get it from this other place, but it don't matter. Wherever you buy it, something's always going to be wrong with them, no matter where you buy it from. Probably couldn't be no worse than the Walmart computer I've got right now. Check my productions. Alright, Moo Moo. Yeah, I don't need to make nothing right now. I'm good. It's gonna be a while on this field. I haven't been selling nothing yet on this map yet. That's what I'm using all the crops and stuff for food for my cattle, and then the canola fields I've got I want to use for cash crop. because I'm gonna try to sell my cattle once they get to a certain age. Need to save a little real quick. Let's see how close. No, not even close. When they hit puberty, I'll sell them. Because I bought them when they were fresh little calves. So, that way it didn't cost me much to buy them. You saying you like small maps, Jody? Small maps are cool too. I like them. There's this one small cow farm map. Oh yeah, this map would be a great multiplayer map because it's so big. Hell, it like I've in this field right here. I've been in this field almost 5 hours total, and I ain't even near done. So I'll probably be in this field a total of 8 hours. So yeah, multiplayer would really help on this one. I need to find a forage wagon for cross platforms that holds more. This one only holds 200,000 liters, which is pretty good. But for big fields like this, I'd like to have one that holds 1,000,000 liters. You gonna raise some hogs and cattle on your map, Hodge? How many cattle and hogs you gonna try to raise? Because on this one, I'm gonna try to end up raising at least 10,000 head of cattle, since these fields are so big and I get so much off of them. And this is the first cutting on this hay field too. So I should get I'm gonna get at least 2 good cuttings a year, because I'm gonna try to let it grow a couple months past the harvest stage to let it get a little taller. Mower, I'm catching up to you. Ooh, sorry. I hit him.
Yeah, that's very nice.
You still working? Okay.
Jeez.
Well, what map are you going to try to raise those on? Because usually the map depends on how many you can raise. Or which, if you have a mod that doesn't use a lot of cattle feed per month or whatever. And on this one, I've only had to feed in the 5 months, like once, all these. So the food that you give them lasts about 5 months. Or at least that's what it seemed like. He's racing me. And he's winning. No mods for the first little while. I've tried playing games with no mods, but my impatience and gets the better of me. I guess I better pay attention. Monoslope cowshed. I don't think I've seen that one. Is it a cross-platform mod? Because I've got the... Oh, what is that one mod with the... Oh, hell. I think it's a Michigan map. Mods for the cow shed with the 500 head cattle and stuff. Oop. I hate when I do that. The cow pens that come on this map, is that what you... Because up to... I'm not sure. I haven't hit the limit on cattle pens because I haven't done a lot of cattle pens. Where's my mower? I'm gonna start him on the other side once he gets down to the end. Well, this thing don't use much fuel. Oh, that's cool. The feedlot I use holds 1,000, and then the Michigan barn holds 500 head. In fact, I've got this. See, where is it? Yeah, this cow barn right here is the one I was talking about. I'm using from the Red Barn Pack. I'm using on American Farmlands. And then I have this one. And then they have that for this map, but I'm using this one right here, and then I'm using the stock pins that come on the map. But that's cool that they have their own pins and stuff. Okay, I'll check that out because I was looking for something else with large capacity. That had like a roof or something over it other than just like a feedlot, which still ain't bad. I like it. Alright, let him get to going that way. Oh man, I got a long way to run. We used to have a PS4. Actually, I've had every kind of gaming console at least once. I've had both Ataris, Nintendo, Sega. I've had one of each PlayStation. I have an Xbox now. It's the first Xbox I've ever had. I didn't buy it. My son bought it and left it here. I told him to come get his Xbox. He said, "No, y'all can keep it." So I was like, "Okay, I'm keeping it." It's the only way I'd have an Xbox. Because I wouldn't buy one because there are so many problems. But PlayStation's actually has some problems too. But not as many as Xbox. Not in my experience anyways. Y'all's experience may be different than mine. I never had a Nintendo GameCube. A friend of mine had one of those. See, and I never had a Game Boy. Dad would never buy me a Game Boy because they were expensive as hell when they first come out. If y'all don't realize or don't remember, if you're in the 80s when the VCRs first come out, they were like $3,000, $1,500 to $3,000 a piece. Yeah, I like the PS3. I had no, was it the PS3 I had a problem with? I think it was the PS4 I bought. I had a problem with it. Stopped ejecting the disc. Yeah, the VCRs were hella expensive. My dad got a loan through a bank for a VCR. I was flabbergasted when I found that out later in life when Mom was telling me about it. That they had, yep, top load VCR, the mahogany fake wood sticker on the outside. Had the remote control with the long 50-foot cord. You could jump rope with it. And I always wondered why my dad always had a problem with me. Yeah, I wondered why Dad always had a problem with me messing with the VCR when I was a kid. Now all he had to do was tell me that the shit cost $3,000. Leave it the hell alone. I would have left it alone. But you just tell me to leave something alone, I'm gonna mess with it because I'm trying to get you to tell me why you want me to leave it alone. Yeah. Movies have always been outrageous to buy, though. I think one reason why my dad ended up getting a VCR, yeah, was to watch his pornos. He went from 8mm film to VCR pornos. Changed the industry. I remember Blockbuster had the back room back in the day where you'd go in and rent the pornos. Or, excuse me, the adult entertainment section. And I'd sneak in there and steal some movies. When they still left the movies up on the shelves. A 53-foot trailer? Oh my god, that's a lot of video cassettes. Oh, and that's another thing. Most people don't even know what VCR stands for. Nowadays, probably. Stands for Video Cassette Recorder. Good Lord. Yeah, that's a lot of video cassettes to be in a 50. I wouldn't even try to imagine how many that would actually be. Because anything I could imagine would be wrong. Yeah, there ain't no telling what movies were in that trailer. That's crazy, though. I'd be trying to dub those to a DVD or something. Yeah, speaking of old movies, I found a movie I've been looking for a very long time to watch, and it's called Runaway Train with John Voight and Eric Roberts from back in the 80s. I finally found it on Tubi to watch. Do I have a grass roller? Let's see. I don't think I do. Maybe I do. I think I do. I'm gonna do some grass rolling. Kind of getting tired of collecting hay. Or at least get the grass rolling started, put it that way. Yeah, it is a good movie. It is a hella good movie. My wife watched it with me for the first time when we found it again. Or when I found it and had her watch it with me. And she loved that movie. Now then. Let's see which one is the grass and mulcher. Grass, okay. Okay. Now let's get back to, there it is. Damn. Okay, there we go. What are some other movies y'all like to watch? Because I like to watch about anything. That's one thing. Grew up watching all kinds of different movies with Dad. Especially, he loved the Death Wish movies. Charles Bronson. Another movie I ain't seen in a while is Death Rides a Horse. Lee Van Cleef. Over 3 million liters so far. Oh yeah, Chuck Norris. Delta Force, I think it is, or those oh hell, I'd have to go back through and look. I can't think of some of the movies right now. I think it was Delta Force. I want to say Lone Wolf. No, I don't think that was one of them. I can't remember a lot of the Chuck Norris movies. I've watched them, but I just don't remember a lot of them. I can't remember the name of the movie that he was in with Bruce Lee. Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yeah. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Get to the chopper! I love watching YouTube, these younger generation that are into the memes and stuff, and all they see is these little clips of movies. Then they watch the movies and they're like, oh, is that where that meme is from? I'm like, okay, yes, that's where that meme is from. Because I like watching them, especially their reaction to watching Pulp Fiction for the first time. I love watching people's reactions when they watch Pulp Fiction for the first time. Or any Quentin Tarantino movie, put it that way. I remember when I was in rehab, we watched this messed up movie. I have no idea what the name of the movie was, but it was a foreign film and it was weird. It started off with the first scene of a guy getting a blowjob from what you think is a person, and then after he's done, he throws the head out the window. So he's getting a blowjob from a decapitated head. So that was a weird movie. And when they asked us what movies we wanted to watch in rehab, I told them Spun as a goof. Because Spun is a movie about meth and drug use, and we was in rehab. So I told her as a spoof, I was like, yeah, get Spun. Not thinking she'd actually get it. Well, she actually got it. And we watched it. And they said, I can't believe they've got this movie. I said, I can't believe she did it either. I told her just as a goof, but she got it. So a bunch of drug addicts sitting in rehab, sitting there watching people shoot up and do drugs, and got everybody to fainting in rehab. Wrong button. I'll be right back. I gotta go take a bathroom break. Thank you. Oh. All right then. Oh, he's having fun, man. Kids will be kids. Kids are odd. You know this. Kids are strange. I was a strange kid. Do shit just to make your parents go, what? Time to make me an alcoholic beverage. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Be drunk farming. Take a sip, see how that tastes. A little bit more mixer. There we go. But the thing is, when I would do stupid shit, if I'd done something like that, my dad would just wear my ass out just for being stupid. Well, I'm glad they're having a good day. Man, it's always enjoyable when you kids are having a good day and they're not, yeah, just at the good time when your kids are laughing and playing. Makes you feel good. My son's a little twerp. He's a 22-year-old twerp. So, you're a bad. Yeah, no, you're a fun dad. I can tell that right now. Fun dads are cool dads. Hey Hodge, how old are you now? You got a 4 and a 2-year-old, huh? Did you start late in life? $50, huh? You did get a late start. I guess it's better than having them too early. That's what my son, they had their first one when he was 19. You also have a 24-year-old. Oh. Look like I got a dip in my field over there. Pretty good size dip. Yeah, we just took my son to stay with his ex-old lady. He's trying to figure out life and figure out what he's doing. That's cool. 12 years, huh? That is cool. Me and my wife have been together now. This is 23 years. Been together, married 23 years, together 24. A little over 24. We met, knew each other for about 2 weeks, went out for 6 months, got married, and 1 cat. 4 kids in total and 1 cat. Can't forget the cat. Thank you. Yeah, it's the longest relationship I've ever had, I can tell you that. Yeah, usually animals are. Most people usually have animals before they'll have kids. And they'll have the animals longer. We used to keep animals, but not anymore because they just become too much of a hassle. I have enough time trying to feed myself sometimes, so I don't need something else I need to try to feed. Hey Eric, how you doing today, bud? Hope your day's going good. Hope everything doing excellent. I've caught some of your streams sometimes, not a lot. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I need straw. Barbecue sandwich, that ain't no fair. Yes, I started with just on the new farm, like the easy level and stuff, and you start with the one house and the one field and some equipment and all that. So, and then I got where I can make my money. I don't, like I was saying earlier, I don't have a government subsidies mod is what I do. As I'll show you, is right here is something happened. Now see, something's happened here. Something happened with one of my mods. It's no longer on the map. Okay. It did this the other day on something. Well, shit. Okay, I'll just not do it. I don't worry about it right now. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm not going to worry about it right now. This game sometimes. Anyways, I had a mod that evidently is not on the map no more. It's evidently not working. I had something to do this the other day. But it was the free field workstation mod where you got your fertilizer and stuff for free. So I'd fill up that big Aussie deal with free fertilizer, then sell it for a profit. And that's how I'd get my money. But evidently that mod's not working right now. So I may have to just put down a government subsidies mod, if that one's even working. Well, that's what I was saying. I'm tempted to go out, but I don't want to. Is what it was. Is it was on here on the constructions on the silo. I think it was the silo. No, or was it containers? It was under containers. It was a mod like this where you could buy the stuff you want, you know, the lime and the stuff you need for field work. Well, it had it where you could get it for free, and I would fill up that trailer for free with lime or fertilizer. Then I would sell the fertilizer for a profit because I got the fertilizer for free. But like I said, evidently the mod's not working, or it needs to be updated. Because that happened the other day with something too. Oh, when I was trying to do Jody's Farm live stream, the 1 million liter trailer wasn't on the map and it needed to be updated. And it took it like 3 hours to update for some reason and become available on the map. So I haven't a clue. Because sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's like that old commercial, candy bar commercial. Sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. You think? I just think the mod needs to be updated. Hey, you're welcome, Jody. I uploaded 2 more episodes that are scheduled to come out pretty soon. Oh yeah, because yeah, they're all around here in Oklahoma and Texas. Hell, there's one on the Capitol lawn of the Capitol up in Oklahoma City. One right there on the fucking right by the steps, right out front of the Capitol building. There's an oil well. There's a pump jack out there working away. There's a guy on YouTube I've seen that has some original pump jacks. And question, Hodge, do you know why they call it a pump jack? Where their name originated from? Give you a second, see if you know. Give you time to type it in. Where the name pump jack come from, where it originated from, and why. What I know is what I've heard. It may be wrong, but yeah, wool is big bucks sometimes. But yeah, we got some not too far from our house actually. He's almost through mowing over there. Hey Jody, do you know where the name Pump Jack come from? Well, the term pump jack comes from the fact that you actually had to pump it by hand with a lever back and forth to pump the oil up. And if you and that probably guy's name was Jack, and they said, "Hey Jack, pump Jack." So I call it a pump jack. I'm only going to speculate. But hey, that could be it too. I heard that guy name was probably Jack, and they tell him to pump it because you'd actually have a handle, and you would forward, back, do like this, and just this motion, and you'd pump up the oil. As I was saying, there's a guy on YouTube who still has some original pump jacks that are worked by this action, but he doesn't have somebody out there doing this. He has a cable run from that handle to a motor so far away to where it spins and pulls that handle back and forth. It's got a spring return and a cable that pulls it, so it's just doing this and it's lifting the oil. So it's pretty cool. I'd hate to have that job, but if it's a job. Yeah, it's pretty cool how they do that. I mean, people are like, oh, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. No, you just gotta have willpower. Like that garden in my front yard, I've got half of it plowed up, I got the grass tilled up by a tiller and a little broke up, but I've been going out there every day with a shovel and plowing up and turning over the ground. Yeah, it probably wasn't too productive, but it was productive enough, I guess. But you do what you got to. It is amazing that how technology evolves from something simple like that to what we got now and shit. You got the big old engines and stuff on it, and which you really don't need. I mean, hell, I've seen if you got the gearing just right on stuff, you can use a 5-horse engine to pull quite a bit of weight. It's all about gearing. It's been years since you've been on an oil lease. You used to work on them, didn't you? My sister down in Texas, she got some land down there. She's about to make some money off of it, but not through oil, through solar power. She's about to have there's a company that wants to put a solar farm on her property. So I'm hoping she does good on that to where she can be happy. Although money don't buy you happiness and can't buy you love. Now I'm going to start singing the Beatles. I need to watch some of their movies with my wife. She ain't never seen the Beatles movies that they put out. I thought they were all fun and funny. Yeah. I had an offer to go work in the oil fields, but I was like, no. I've heard too many things, and I'm just not that type of worker. I'm a work harder to get out of work than actually work. Well, I'm glad you still kept your fingers, man. Yeah. I had a coach that worked in the oil fields, and he told me some stories. A guy getting snatched bald headed. His hair got caught and scalped him. Luckily, it scalped him and didn't pull him into the machinery. Another guy got caught. His arm got caught and ripped off. Yeah, so that's kind of what made me not want to go work in the oil fields, is hearing that. I almost lost my finger in wood shop in high school. Luckily, it didn't happen, but oh yeah, that slinging that chain around that pipe to tighten it, that like I've seen on YouTube, and being up at the top guiding those pipes and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, at least try to be safe. So you have to be safe. That's like in wood shop that day when I almost lost my finger. I tell you what, it's scary thing to almost lose a finger. I had a friend in woodshop that did. He actually didn't lose it. The circuit, he was pushing the wood on the circular saw and pushed his finger into the circular saw blade and like split his finger up to the first joint. I think they was able to save the tip of his finger, but then I had another friend there in wood shop. He somehow ended up the skill saw jumped up out of the wood and run across his hand and ended up chopping I think it was 3 fingers or 2 fingers and a half a finger off. And then I had a friend of mine, his mother had missing fingers. She had these 3 fingers right here in the middle missing. She only had her pinky and thumb, so she was always doing that. But she stuck her hand in a lawnmower blade when it was running. Why? I don't know. She never told me that part of the story. I'm gonna need a lot of hay for that. Had most of the times I can't remember working on the oil fields. Is that because it was chemically induced memory loss? Because that's my problems. I have too many chemically induced memory problems. Yeah. It's like that song that says, as I sit here and smoke away huge chunks of memory, slowly inflicted upon myself a full lobotomy. Yeah. Oh. Well, you make that money, you're gonna party hard. It's like the first time, like my first paycheck from McDonald's. It was just a McDonald's job working there, but I spent my whole first 2-week paycheck on fucking liquor at the liquor store. Got hella fucked up. Oh yeah, yeah. I started smoking pot when I was 16. But of course, I started drinking alcohol when I was real little. I think I've said before, because Mom used to put it on my bourbon on my gums when I was a kid, cutting tea. And then later she'd put vodka in my bottle and shit. And then later when I was able to take medicine, she fed me Benadryl. So, but by the time I was 5, I could already drink a 6 to 8 pack by myself. And I got caught stealing Dad's beer one time out at the lake. I think I was probably about 5 or 6. And all he did, instead of punishment, he gave me a 6-pack of beer and said, "Here, drink this and leave ours the hell alone." So I was drinking at a very early age. By the time I was 13, I could drink a 24-pack of beer in 30 minutes. But didn't start smoking or doing anything else until I was 16. Started smoking when I was 16. Then I started doing meth when I was 18. And then I hit the ground running with that for 8 years and went to rehab. Tried cocaine, didn't like it, didn't get nothing off of it. I could go to sleep on cocaine. And then I've tried speedball, where you mix cocaine and speed together. Done that once. That was a hell of an experience, which is why I never done it again. So yeah, I had done quite a bit of shit to burn my brain cells. Oh, and I forgot. How could I forget? Puffing gas when I was 7-year old down there at the cemetery. Yeah, no, dude, I almost died. God damn, how many times? Fuck. So many I've lost count. I've had guns pulled on me, knives pulled on me, motorcycle wrecks, car wrecks, damn near OD'd a couple of times. Yeah, just... Yeah. You didn't like it for the high, you just liked it for the smell. I think that's what the deal was. I didn't do it for the high, I did it because I liked the smell. I even had somebody sabotage my motorcycle one time to make me wreck. Which is why I don't ride no more. In 2015, somebody tightened my back brakes all the way tight. So when I would when I'd hit the back brakes would lock up and skid out, and that's exactly what happened. I ended up breaking my leg and stuff, so I don't ride no more. I haven't used any hard drugs, and I still smoke pot because it is legal now, so of course I'm going to. I may have to buy some straw on this, I don't know. But yeah, I ain't done drugs or hard drugs in a long time. It's been since October 3rd of 2005 is when I quit. It's been more than 17 years. But like I told him when I went to rehab, I said I'm here to quit meth and meth only, because meth was the only thing I had problems with at that time. I had stopped doing crack on my own, I never was into coke. Even though I did it, I never was addicted to it. Never tried heroin or anything like that. But when I went to rehab, I told them, they said, you have to quit everything. I said, I'm not here to quit pot, and I'm not here to quit alcohol, because I've learned how to use them. And I said, it's the meth I'm here to quit. They said, well, you got to quit everything. I said, nope. I said, I don't need to. So, yeah, they tried to tell me all that. But I've been smoking pot since I was 16, and will continue to smoke pot because of my stomach issues. It's the only thing that helps me be able to eat and keep my stomach from rolling. Yeah. Should have stirred that around first. Can't count weed, but it's been 3 years. I love smoking weed. Like I said, with my stomach issues, it's the only thing that really even the medical stuff really doesn't help. The over-the-counter and prescription medicine. Alright, now we got both TMR mixers filled up and turned on. Dump the remainder of this back in. He's almost through mowing. See when I can sell the milk. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and sell some milk. And the milk I've got in there is like 700,000 liters of milk. That's like 5 months of milk storage of milk from the cows here, because I bought all cows that could be milked right off the bat. So in 5 months, I almost got 1 million liters of milk. Alright, let's see how much I get for this milk. 150,000 liters so far. $154,000. Doesn't like much more, and he'll be able to be done with the mowing. Well, guys, I'm gonna get off here. We're coming up on 3 hours, and I need to get up and get me something to eat. Wife done cooked me some food, and it's sitting in there waiting on me. So I'm gonna empty this milk container, overload this milk, sell it, and then I'm gonna get off here. So I hope y'all have enjoyed. Brian, Jody, Hodge, thank y'all for stopping in. Hope everybody has a good rest of their day. Eric, and you stopped in too. Can't forget about you. Thank you, sir, for stopping in. Now, how am I supposed to get that up there? Guess like this. Hey, come on. Oh well, I'll get that later. Alright, I'm up over $1 million now, so I hope everybody's enjoyed. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna get off here, go eat, like I was saying. And let the blood flow back into my legs. I hope everybody's has a good rest of the day. I'm gonna end it here. Y'all enjoy. I'll see you in the next one.